Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is Wicked Sambo. In this lesson we want to revise organic chemistry questions that came in different years. So in this case we want to start with a question that came in 2021. This is internal paper. So we are looking at the structure shown are members of one of homologous series in organic chemistry. Now it is very important that we understand, because we are just revising, so it is very important that we know what organic homologous series is. So we are saying that homologous series, we are saying because this is a series, or we can say is a family of similar organic compounds. So that is what we mean when we say, homologous series. So now when you look at R and then S and then we have T there. So now these are three diagrams which we have here. So now apart from that, it is very important, the other thing that we have to know. So when we look of homologous series, we are saying that it is a family. Now a family, we have main family members. So we can say the first one, it is the alkanes. So that is the first family member, and then the second, it is alkenes, and then we have alkenes, and then we the pronunciation with the second one and the third one, it might sound similar, but we'll try by all means to differentiate them. And then the other one, it is alcohol. So we have alcohol, and then the other one, it is carboxylic. So carboxylic acid. So when we talk of acids, we are looking at a family member of homologous series. And then apart from that, we have the last one, which is esters. So now when you look at the family members that we have, obviously from here, the figures given, we're going to identify one. Now apart from that, it is very important that we understand and we know. Now how can we know the family members of homologous series? So you'd find that the formulas, they help us to understand and to know. Now as we go through this lesson, you'd find that we're going to come up with different formulas that will help in identifying the structures which are given. So in this case, we are saying that the first question is give the general formula for this homologous series. So we want to give the formula for this. Now you'd find that the formulas that we have to understand, it is that identify the elements given. So in this case, this is a compound. So we have this is a compound. So now because it is a compound, you'd find that we have this is another compound, and then we have these different compounds here. Now it is very important that we understand and we know. Now when you look at the general formulas which we know, you'd find that alcohol will start from alcohol. So alcohol, it ends with OH. And then apart from that, we have carboxylic acid. So carboxylic acid, you'd find that it ends with this, which is we have C and D, two elements of oxygen, and then we have hydrogen there. And then an ester, you'd find that an ester, we have so we have two. These will help you to understand. So the difference is, on carboxylic acid we have hydrogen there, and then when we look at ester, we have carbon at the end. So now the general formula for this homologous series is, so because here we have hydroxide here, so meaning that this hydroxide will help us to know what the general formula for the homologous series. So in this case, it is the general formula. We have to write now the general formula. So the general formula for the question which has been asked. Okay, so we are saying that CH and then we have a 2N plus 1 and then we put hydroxide there. So meaning that that is the general formula for this homologous series. And then what is the functional group for the homologous series? So the functional group is hydroxide, I've stated here. So that is the functional group. And then when we look at C, S is used as fuel because it burns in oxygen. Write a balanced chemical equation for this reaction. So we have to know and understand what we mean when we say the balance. Now let me try to explain something before we proceed. So S is used as fuel. So S is used as what? As fuel because it burns in oxygen. Okay, so we can write the chemical equation here. So we would say ethanol. So ethanol is, so we have ethanol, which is a 2 there, and then we have H5, and then we have the functional group, which is OH. So it burns in what? So it burns in oxygen. So we write oxygen there, and then the product, what are we going to have? So we have carbon dioxide. We have carbon dioxide there, and then the other product is what? Is H2O, which is water. And then from there, what other product that we're going to have? The other product that we're going to have is what? Is heat. Also heat will be produced. Now in this case, they've told us to say, can you write a balanced chemical equation? Now to write a balanced chemical equation, how do you handle it? So you'd find that the way we handle it is this. So the way we handle it is this. Okay, so let us have a different color so that we know what we are talking about. Okay, so now when you look at here, you have to count what you have. So here, what you have. So what you have, you have to count. And then here, what do we have here? What do we have? We have to know. And also the products. So we are going to have what do we know and what do we have here. So you'd find that the first thing that you have to understand here is this. How many carbon atoms do we have here? So we have 2. So we have 2 here. And then what else? Here, how many? So we have 1. So meaning that it is not balanced. And then what else? Hydrogen here. So we have 6 hydrogen here. And then here to the product, what we have? So we have 2. So we have to have 6. So oxygen, we have 2 oxygen here, and then we have 3 oxygen here. We have 1, and then plus 2, we're going to have 3, and then here we have 3. So meaning that oxygen is balanced. Now for us to know and to understand, how do we balance this? So we can try to say let us find the first of all hydrogen. How many hydrogen? So we have, let us put a 3 here. So such that when we multiply 3 times 2, we're going to have 6. So it means that here we have hydrogen, which is 6, and then here hydrogen, which is 6. So we have this 5 plus this hydrogen here, we're going to have 6 there. And then it means that they are balanced. Hydrogen is balanced. What else? Let us move to oxygen. So oxygen, we have 3 oxygen here. So we have 3 oxygen here. We have only 2. Now, how can we balance? So we can say, let us try to put a 2 here. So a 2, meaning that 4 times 2, we're going to have 4 times 2 times 2, that is 4, and then 4 plus, so we have 5, and then here how many? So if we put a 2 there, and then let us put a 3 there, so meaning that when we multiply 3 times, you're going to have 6, so meaning 7, and then let us count here. So we have 3 times, so we have 3, and then we multiply this, we're going to have 3, and then so 3 plus 4, we're going to have what? That is 7, and then here we have 7. So it means that here it is balanced. Now the state, we have the liquid there, and then here we have a gas, and then here we have, this is also a gas, and then here it is a gas also, so meaning that is vapor. Okay, we can move to which of the compounds R, S or T would have the highest boiling point. So which one will have the highest boiling point? So you'd find that, let me try to explain something here. Now when you look at R, and then you look at S, and then you look at T, so you'd find that the elements that makes up T or R, they differ. So let us count. So here we have how many hydrogens do we have here? So we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4 here. And then let us move to the second one. How many hydrogens? And then here we have only 1 carbon. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 6 there. How many hydrogens? So we have 1, and then we have 2 there. And then this one we have 1, and then 2, and then 3. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. So meaning that as you move, as you increase, it means that also the boiling and the melting point also increases. So as you increase in the number of elements that makes up a compound, it means that the boiling point also, or the melting point also, increases. So meaning that compound T had the highest boiling point. So that is compound T. Let us look at another question, which is study the following series of reactions for ethane. So we have this reaction. Now when you look at it very closely and carefully, so you'd find that we have ethene here is the main. So meaning everything is coming from where? From where ethene is. And then from there you'd find that we have liquid F, which was produced. So liquid F was produced. This F was produced after bromine was added to this reaction. And then apart from that, the other one, it is added gas, what? Gas A, and then ethane was produced. And then let us add gas C, and then condition, which is D, to produce what? Or to have chloroethene. Now here, what else again? So we have steam, and then we have liquid D, E, which is produced here, and then we have also excess oxygen and ignite. So gas B and hydrogen steam was what? Was produced. Now it is very important that we understand this series which was given here. So let us go by ethene. We start from here, which is ethene. So we can identify, obviously we can identify liquid E and B. So these are the ones that we can identify, which are very simple. So now when we identify E, liquid E, now ethene plus steam, what are we going to have? Ethene plus steam, what are we going to have? So we're going to have an alcohol. So alcohol will be produced here. So now this alcohol, because alcohol will be produced with ethene, so meaning that which is nearest, it is what? in the series. So we have ethanol. So ethanol will be produced here, that is liquid F, and then liquid E, sorry. And then apart from that, the gas which will be produced here, which is B. So the gas which will be produced, obviously we know that once this reaction happens, the gas which will be produced is carbon dioxide. And then apart from that, so here we've solved everything here. So meaning that ethane and then plus excess oxygen and ignite, we're going to have carbon dioxide plus what? Plus steam will be produced. So steam, that is H2O in liquid. And then apart from that, we can look at what else can we look at? So what can we have here? Now remember in the first question that we said that between the families they differ with what? With that. So meaning that if the family differ, meaning for us to have ethene, obviously there must be presence of a certain gas. So a certain gas will be produced, and that is what? Obviously that is hydrogen. So hydrogen is needed. So meaning that that is hydrogen that we have there. And then we have gas C. So gas C, what will guide us is the product here, what we have here. And then we have also the condition. So now this gas is chlorine. So chlorine gas. So because we have chloro. So chloro, meaning that is the gas that has guided, or this has guided us to come up with that gas. And then the condition here, the condition that we can have, obviously the condition is some would say sunlight or light energy. Okay, so meaning that the only thing that we are remaining with is what? Obviously we have liquid F. We don't know what liquid F is, but remember bromine was added to what? To ethene. So bromine was added. Now what are we going to have? So meaning that bromine plus this ethene, then we're going to have liquid F. So even here liquid F, it is so we have so don't write bromine, but we replace this with an O. So that is bromo ethene. So now everything has been looked at here. Now let us go and answer the questions. So identify gas A. So let us go and identify what gas A is. So where is gas A? So gas A is hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas is gas A. So there we have hydrogen gas. And then gas B. So where is gas B? So we have gas B here. Gas B, so which is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide. And then gas C, where is gas C? So where is gas C? So gas C is chlorine gas. So we have gas C, which is chlorine gas. So chlorine gas. And then we have condition D, that is what we said, sun. So we said sunlight, or we can say light energy. And then liquid F, we said that is ethanol, which is produced there, I can remember. And then liquid F, we said bromo ethane. So that is it. Now the question is, write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction of ethene with excess what? Oxygen. Now what are we going to have if ethene reacts with oxygen? What are we going to have? So let us write the chemical formula. So or so we would say ethene, that is 4 plus oxygen. So oxygen, that is oxygen, and then what are we going to have? So we are going to have carbon dioxide will be produced plus what? Plus H2O, which is water. So we can put here. Now this one, it is not balanced because carbon, we have 2 elements of carbon. Here we have only 1 element, and then here we have 2 elements of oxygen. Here we have 3. To the products we have 3 here, and then hydrogen we have 2. Here we have 4. So meaning that for us to balance, we have to know and compare. So in this case we have 4, so we can put a 2 here, such that when we multiply 2 by 2, it will give us 4. And then here we have oxygen, which is 3, and then here we have oxygen, which is what? 2. So meaning, and then not only that, let us look at carbon also. Carbon we have 2 here, reactants we have carbon 2, and then the products we have only 1 there. So let us also put a 2 there, such that when we have, so we have 2 to the reactant we have 2, and the products we have 2 there. So it means that it is complete there. What else? So we are remaining with oxygen. So oxygen we have 2, and then here we have how many oxygen? So we have 4, because 2 by 2, that is 4, and then we have 5 here. And then what else? What else do we? No, not 5. And then we have a 2 here. So meaning that 2 by 2, it is 4, and then plus 2, we're going to have 6. So here to the reactants we should have 6 elements of oxygen. So in this case we put a 3, such that when we multiply 3 by, we're going to have 6. So it means that it has been balanced. So let us move to give the structure formula of liquid E. So what is liquid E? So liquid E, we said that is ethane. So now how do we write the... Okay, so C, we're going to write it here. So give the structural formula of liquid E. So liquid E, the formula is, first of all, you have to know to say liquid E, that is ethanol. So ethanol, the composition of ethanol, you'd find that we have the so we have first of all we have 2, that is we have carbon, and then we have carbon also. So carbon is surrounded by obviously 4 covalent bonds. So here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 5 there. So meaning we have 5. And then what are we supposed to have? What are we supposed to have? So meaning that we are remaining with only 1. So for us to understand and to know, we have to write. So meaning that this will help us to identify and know that this is what? An ethanol. And then state the industrial application of reaction of ethane with gas A. So what is gas A? So gas A, we say that is hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas to form ethane. So ethanol reacts with gas, so which is hydrogen, and then to form what? Ethane. What is this? So we are saying that it is very important in industry because it is used in production of margarine from unsaturated vegetable oil. And then vegetable oil are changed into fats which are saturated by hydrogenation. So that is what we mean. Now we can put it here. We are saying the reaction So the reaction is important in the industry because it is used in the production of margarine from unsaturated vegetable oil, and then vegetable oils are changed into fats which are saturated by the process known as hydrogenation.